that one.
Okay. Clean out the professor's storage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're here. All right, Charles, where are we exactly?
We're at Cube Smart.
In the Bronx.
In the Bronx. I've lost a lot of stuff, but I was able to hold on to some stuff. I got a ton of stuff at the house, and this is beating me. It's costing me. I'm trying to break this down. Mike is going to try to help me get rid of some stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to take as many VHS that are out of print back with me to Philly to convert. But we're going to go in right now, and you'll just see, this is just a fraction of the professor's collection. So, come on. Charles,
Yeah, what you got to do with these places, you got to know your code. Or this is a security, so that anyone just can't come in.
Right. But this was a big thing to move. So you have books, and for how many years of collection and things is in the storage unit?
Well, they're talking about over 55 years collecting. 55 years. And basically, in fact, Mike had to come help me, and I had a ton of stuff I just couldn't hold on to. I had to watch it go in the dumpsters. Right?
Yeah, there's a lot of books.
We had more than 20 dumpsters, big dumpsters full of stuff.
There's thousands of VHS that we didn't salvage. We're right here. Oh, you got some lasers?
Yeah.
I haven't seen this on laser. Oh, this is a soundtrack album.
Soundtrack, yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. Mario. So, okay, so this was like about half full, or twice as full at one point because you had all the
Yeah, I had someone come and take about 30 milk crates of record albums.
So is everything organized? I see VHS over here.
Watch this.
Oh, okay. Sliding down the stone. Okay, so we can put this here. Let's see. Some of the stuff are doubles of things that I got from you already. But well, Johnny May Gibson, that's hard to get on DVD. A few of these things are rare. I'm just trying to see if there's anything here super duper interesting. Not necessarily in this box. There's other stuff that we pulled that was more. Oh, you got tapes over here too. Okay. Steve James.
Yeah.
You know, well, I mean, while I'm pulling stuff, you want to give a description of this one, Charles? Or, I know this is one of your favorites.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites. Riverbend with Steve James and Margaret Avery. Never put on DVD. And this is a film that I believe it was Sam Furstenberg.
Yeah.
Yes, Sam Furstenberg promised Steve that he would do a vanity film for Steve, for Steve being someone who was very dependable. Always worked with Steve when they did the series of films where he was always a sidekick, and he wanted his own starring feature, and Riverbend is the one. I love this film.
So these tapes are in bags. Did we even go through these before? I feel like we took stuff in boxes.
There's a separate but equal, you know, separate but equal.
Yeah, these are good. This is the good stuff here.
Separate but equal on DVD is cut.
Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, on DVD, yeah, they did the one disc version.
Yeah.
This is one. Never on DVD. Run DMC's one and only starring movie, Tougher Than Leather, directed by Rick Rubin. utter garbage, but historically very important in the sense that it chronicles Def Jam. Oh, this is a big one for you. I know you like that one. That's on YouTube though.
A Case of Deadly Force. This is the story about Lawrence O'Donnell, and this is where he went after the police department for an unjust shooting in Boston.
Oh, you gotta like this episode.
Yeah. This is a tape I did of Like It Is, featuring John Henry Clark.
I don't know. Is this a real movie or is this retitled? It's a TV movie?
This is probably
Final Come Down, retitled.
No, this.
Michael Upton?
Yeah, this. Right of the People. I think this was a TV produced movie. Right of the People with Billy D. The McMasters.
Yeah, that's that we done.
There were two versions of this.
Okay.
When it first came out, Brock Peters, he complained they made him look like a crazy man, and they had to have another version.
Those are Western. So you want to go through some quick histories while I dig through?
Yeah, run through it.
Well, yeah, lady sings. Well, I was going to go dig. Okay. So if you want to talk while you're able to get those in? That's good. We got Lady Sings the Blues soundtrack, original vinyl. Mac, this is original pressing because it's got the die cut cover, but it's also got the notch on the bottom, so you know record collectors know what that's about. It's a guilty pleasure for me, Soul Man. Don't ask why, but you know it's the right age of blackface comedy kind of tastes. Bobby Womack score. Actually, is J.J. Johnson, but there's two songs on it by Bobby Womack. Huckleberry Finn, Reader's Digest. I don't know. Well, this is actually the film. Okay. Paul Winfield is Joy. Oscar Brown Jr. This is Sealed. I don't know this one at all.
Yeah. Gene Pace. Oscar Brown was married to Gene Pace. Gene Pace is the sister of Judy Pace.
Right.
Judy Pace is, you know, very popular. She did a number of films. She was one of the first beautiful black women put on film.
Right, and then Gene is on the back there with Oscar.
Yeah.
So that's a stage musical, and I can see why you're hanging on to this sealed copy. Grasshopper, which is an early black and white sex movie, right? I mean, people that don't know.
Yep.
You want to fill people in on that?
Yeah, Grasshopper with Jim Brown.
Jacqueline
Bisset.
We actually covered. We have a clip of that in one of our.
We discussed this in one of the.
Yeah, but I've never seen the soundtrack album, so, and it's a gatefold, and the guy recently passed away. Gary Marshall. He was one of the writers, producers on that. So, that's kind of I've never seen that. It's a promo copy.
Yeah, Hero Ain't Nothing But a Sandwich, by Alice Childress. This was but you don't hear much about this film.
No, it's out there.
Yeah.
But it's on DVD, but it's you know, it's one of those that kind of, it came, what was 77 or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's at the tail end of the black exploitation cycle, family-oriented film, and very good. I mean, you know, if you liked Cornbread Earl and Me, then you definitely want to look for Hero Ain't Nothing But a Sandwich. And this is a soundtrack. I've never seen this album on Columbia Records. 1978. All right, I'm corrected. You can cut first, son. Yep. All right, so there's some more stuff you want. What do you have here?
Well, this is something, you know. Right now, we're doing DVDs. That's the format people are using now. Here's something when people remember lasers, and these are some rare imports.
Japanese thing.
Japanese imports. Very hard to get.
What else do you have? Japanese Errol Garner.
Errol Garner.
Okay, vintage jazz. So,
Reed Royalty, featuring Benny Carter, Johnny Hodges, Willie Smith, and others.
okay. What else we got there? Okay, rest in peace.
Oh, rest in peace, yes.
Okay, we'll put that on. Yeah. Okay. Well, we got
Hey,
some,
hey, Foxy, Willie Hutz, Foxy Brown,
you got
the
some,
album.
we got some other soundtracks here. You want to go through them? Oh, what else do you have? Go through this one. Well, those are just odd things. Here, these are all soundtracks. If you want to talk about the things. Charles.
Oh yeah, the original Broadway show recording, Whoopi. This is what put her on the map. Whoopi's on there. Porgy and Bess. This is the 1965 Uncle Tom's Cabin from overseas with Herbert Lom and the Simon Legree role. And this Eartha Kitt is featured. Ragtime. This is, I don't think they've released this yet, right? Ragtime?
It was on DVD, but it's out of print.
Out of print. But Cole, what's his name? Cole Walker?
Cole House Walker.
Cole House Walker. Oh, Bad Brother. Melvin Van Peebles, his Watermelon Man. Quincy Jones, They Call Me Mr. Tibbs. One of the sequels to In the Heat of the Night.
I never saw this documentary.
This is the thing with two heads. With what's his name? Bernie. With Greer, Roosevelt Greer,
and Ray Milland.
Yeah, Ray Milland.
Right. Now, there's an interesting story about this. There's a documentary right now that's on Netflix about the whole history of the Bongo Rock album.
Okay.
And the breakbeat, that's the Apache breakbeat. And that all started because of the movie The Thing with Two Heads. The Michael Viner produced the soundtrack for that and then used those same musicians to do the Bongo Rock album. So there's a little piece of history in that vinyl there. It's a very important history.
Now this is pricey now on DVD.
Right now, yeah, it's a little tricky. It's on Blu-ray a little cheaper, but the DVD goes for a lot.
And here's a laser. Sealed. The soundtrack for what became a cult film favorite, The Last Dragon. We recently lost Vanity, but this is still a cult favorite.
Now, I Am Not Your Negro comes out in February. This is kind of an interesting piece.
This here I was glad I had. Rap One Race, Margaret Mead and James Baldwin.
Did you do this one yet already? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Double album.
So, very rare. And then you got a few more soundtracks here.
Soundtrack, Education of Sonny Carson.
Sealed.
Sealed. Cornbread Earl and Me.
Yeah, we're just talking about that.
Coming to America, soundtrack.
Oh, you got to get that picture on the back. Prince. That's why we're so disappointed in Mr. Church. I'm disappointed in Mr. Church because he was the Prince of Zamunda, and now he's cooking for white folks. But you know, time.
Dolomite. See it at a theater near you.
This is classic.
Superfly Tnt. One of the films that when it came out, the TNT people said tain't nothing to it. But trivia question: who was one of the writers on this film?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Alex Haley.
Alex Haley.
Yeah. So this 6 short, and this is not on DVD, and VHSs are kind of rare. But where he goes to what, Europe or Africa?
Yeah.
He goes to Africa or Europe, trying to make the black experience international.
Look at that.
Oh wow, that's another classic. But I wanted to go back. Oh wow, we got even more. So 69 cents, Charles, for this one. original pressing. What would this go for now?
Ooh, I don't know.
It was sealed. But yeah, you had a couple. Ooh, all right. Well, let's see. I can do a few of these. All right. So the Pawnbroker classic album, real strong supporting roles by African Americans. Who are some of the black folks? Is Brock Peters in this? Or?
Yeah, Brock Peters, Raymond St. Jacques.
Yeah. If you've never seen this movie, I highly recommend it.
Thelma Oliver.
One of the best movies of the '60s. Pawnbroker. Dealing with a Jewish pawnbroker who sets up shop in Harlem. Now this one, Paula Kelly. This is a play.
Yes.
House of Flowers. I'm not familiar at all. Peter Brook, great director. So, musical with Paula Kelly. I don't even know if that's on CD. Another classic musical, Pearly. We all know Pearly. This is the musical version with
Cleavon Little.
Cleavon Little. Did he win a Tony for this? I think. And Sherman Hemsley. So there's a very rare VHS video of this production. It's a musical remake of Ossie Davis's Pearly Victorious, and that's a great one. I had a chance to get a signed copy of that soundtrack, and I didn't bid on it. Oh wow, that's alright. We can hold that one. Big Time. I've seen this movie. It is a tax write-off, but Smokey Robinson produced it, and Christopher Joy is the star, and it's sort of it was a con artist in L.A., but not a good not a good album. The Waning Days of Motown. Jane Kennedy might be the only reason to watch this one. This is one of my favorites. Wow, JoJo Dance Your Life Was Calling. I don't know who did the music on this. Let's see. Shaka Khan has a song. It's mostly older songs. I don't see any original music in it, but Richard Pryor's biopic that he directed, great film. Oh, Certain Fury. Got to find the laser on that, but we showed this recently. This is sort of the female version of Defiant Ones. They're both in court. There's an explosion, and they escape with their chain together. A little softcore nudity. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, and the selling point was 2 Oscar nominees starring in Certain Fury. So you had Tatum O'Neal, who was nominated for, or Oscar winners maybe, who was nominated for the Bogdanovich thing, Paper Moon, and then Irene Cara, who was nominated for Fame, of course, and won. So that's not on DVD yet, and one of those New World Pictures. You got a whole nother stack of soundtracks there. Oh, okay. All right, so you can run through these. I can just.
One of my favorite films, one of the top films Sidney did in 1967, To Serve With Love.
Oh, this is classic. It's sealed too, isn't it?
Sealed.
Wow.
She's Gotta Have It.
Okay.
1986.
Great soundtrack. Bill Lee. Another copy of that.
America.
I've never seen this. I've never seen. Is this a
Kentucky
reissue?
Fried Movie.
Oh, this is a Laserdisc. Okay.
The Laser.
Okay.
Grady Tate. The music to Slaves. This has never been released on VHS or DVD, but
there's streaming.
There's streaming available.
It was on
Dionne
Amazon.
Warwick, Ozzie Davis. It's a remake of Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Ooh, original die-cut pressing of Black Caesar. Love this album. One of James Brown's best albums. Like, listen all the way through albums. 3 Tough Guys. Isaac Hayes.
Yeah, they had a number of titles for this. 3 Tough Guys, 2 Tough Guys, Blue Collar.
Okay. With Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor, Harvey Keitel, and Yaphet Kotto. Great film.
Excellent film, yes.
A lot of trouble making this movie.
So you had a sealed copy and you have a pressing. One of the best soundtracks of the 70s.
Curtis Mayfield. Yes.
Claudine, just so we can say that. What's this? Willie Dynamite.
Willie Dynamite.
I never saw this album. There's no record in it though.
Yeah, just the cover. Records over there.
Just the cover. Oh, we talked about this on our upcoming podcast. Melinda, classic, out now on Warner Archive. Also empty there. Okay.
Patty, which is based on that Patty Hearst story.
Okay. Wow, that's a real.
Featuring the music from The Moments, Chuck Jackson, Rita Young.
Got some history here.
Yeah.
Now it's a classic here. This goes for a lot. Even though it's been reissued, this is an original pressing. The gatefold. So, Melvin. Big up to Melvin. Another classic movie, not on DVD. Well, not classic, but
but
lost black film.
Yeah.
Hard
Romance.
To find. Yeah, if you Gladys Knight, if you saw her recently, she makes a cameo appearance in Almost Christmas, but
she looked great, didn't she? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well, are you in the shot? I can't even tell. Well, so Pipe Dreams co-stars her and her husband, Barry Hankerson, who was Aaliyah's uncle. For those who are a little bit younger, Barry Hankerson was Aaliyah's manager and the uncle of Aaliyah. So they co-starred in a movie. Barry Hankerson, who's not, both of them are non-actors, but he plays a guy who goes to Alaska to work on the pipeline, and Gladys Knight is his wife who travels with him and sacrifices. It's a nice love story. I mean, I guess we didn't cover it in the Black Love on Film movie, but it's interesting enough. Wattstax. I mean, if you don't know Wattstax, I feel sorry for you. Okay, this is a repressing of Stormy Weather, like a bootleg soundtrack. I would assume it has some lost tracks on there too. Probably taken from the sound rolls. St. Louis Blues.
St. Louis Blues featuring Pearl Bailey.
Okay, so this is a roulette version.
Yeah,
so
this came out around '58. It starred Nat King Cole.
That's a nice cover.
As W.C. Henry. This is what I love about the cover. This is one of the things you miss about these formats. The liner notes and the images.
So you got that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, we didn't go through the VHS, but I did see there's another. You have a lot of these books too. I know we went through. This is the Cleopatra Jones novelization of the movie. The novel's by Ron Goulart, but it's based on Max Julian's screenplay. So, people that collect movie novelizations, this would be very cherished. All right.
Yeah, during the blaxploitation era, a number of periodicals came out. This one, Black Variety, and this was covering the black movie boom with an image from Chef's Big Score. It's a little thin magazine, but there were a number of people attempting to cash in on the craze. That's the centerfold.
You got a box here, VHS. I mean, some of the stuff is just dubbed off of TV, but this is a very interesting film for those who've never are not familiar. Blood Couple, aka Ganja and Hess, one of the most notorious black films. One of the first attempts in the 70s of black horror. I guess you also have like Blackula and things like that, but this is sort of the art film version of what a horror film would be like, and it was recently remade by Spike Lee as The Sweet Blood of Jesus, but the movie didn't do well when it was released by Kelly Jackson Productions. So when it finally came out on video, they recut it in several different ways, and Blood Couple is one of the titles. One of the disappointments that I have with the current DVD restoration, it restores Bill Gunn's original director's cut, but it leaves out a lot of the omitted scenes that are included in the bastardized versions, such as Blood Couple.
I just want a little sidebar. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine, as long as you cover this one. I mean, I'm gonna go back here and look at these later.
Okay. Part of the process of learning is having references. As I said on several occasions, today we have the internet, but before the internet, I had to go out, research, buy books, buy film. During the 60s, you had a number of books that came out, and they were telling the other stories of blacks, about the contributions they made, things that were hidden. untold, because the popular myth was that slavery was something that changed us. But no, we were a proud, dignified people before slavery. We were proud people after slavery, and we did a lot of things. This is the adventures of the Negro cowboys. These are some classics. Charles W. Chestnut, The House Behind the Cedars.
Oh wow, that was remade as by Oscar Micheaux.
Yeah, I forget the title.
He made it silent and sound.
Yeah, but this was one of the first popular novels ever written. This was a popular book. The Life and Loves of Mr. Jive-Ass Nigger, a novel by Cecil Brown. You hear the term wannabes? Well, this was George S. Schuler. This is a popular book. You heard of this one, Mike? Black No More.
No.
That's the term he came up with when black people weren't proud of who they were. He called them the Black No Mores. Classic. Black Cola, a novel by Frank Larrick. This was popular. Nella Larsen's Quicksand. Biko. I also studied a lot on religion. This is on Christendom, a short history of Christianity and the impact on Western civilization. The Myth Maker, the story of Paul and the invention of Christianity. Paul, who was formerly called the Saul of Tarsus, many credit him as the creator of Christianity. The Devil's Music, that's what they call the blues. The Negro Impact on Western Civilization. This is by Cusack and Kiernan. Growing Up Black. This was a series of excerpts from different books where you had different biographical figures, and parts of their books were put into this book. And it told about what it was like for them growing up black. There Is a River, The Black Struggle for Freedom in America by Vincent Harding. So I've had hundreds of thousands of books, studied. It's hurt me so much to see a lot of it. This is what I was able to hang on to. I've lost 50, 60, 70, 80, 90,000 books. Spawn, Michael Jai White. This is someone who should be bigger as a martial artist. Why he's not a bigger martial artist? This guy is fantastic. This is the Laserdisc copy of Spawn. John Coltrane, another Japanese import on laser. The one and only Nat King Cole. This is a laser print, the incomparable Nat King Cole. And with special appearances by Ella Fitzgerald, the Oscar Peterson Trio, Stan Getz, and Nelson Riddle, who was his arranger. This is a serial. I grew up on Westerns, as I said before. This is the James Brothers of Missouri. Laser. Sudden Death.
Are you still rolling? Or? Mm-hmm. I don't know this one.
Sudden Death. Felton Perry and Robert Conrad.
Was it in theaters or TV movie?
It was in theaters. But this is great because it's one of the Salt and Pepper films.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's early Robert Townsend. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, oh, Rat Boy.
Yeah, notoriously. I've never seen Rat Boy, but Clint Eastwood produced it. Sandra Locke, his wife or girlfriend at the time, directed it. And between the time they made the film and the time it got released, Not only the film got horrible reviews, so that's another thing, but they broke up, and the movie was barely released. It made no money, but it's interesting because I think it's the first adult featured or starring role of Robert Townsend. So it's interesting that you would have that here.
The Hitter with Ron O'Neal. This was one of my favorite films. He plays a street fighter in this. And you had the voice of blaxploitation, Adolph Caesar, playing his girlfriend, was a local actress by the name of Dorothy Fox, and my girl, my sweetheart, Sheila Frazier. They teamed up again in this, The Hitter. This here, I'm hoping the print is good because this has never been released on DVD. Man. The Trial of Bernard Goetz. Now, I just mentioned Bernard Goetz's name in one of my rants, but this is someone who became famous in New York. He had a gun. New York was terrorized by a lot of gangs. They used to come on the train and terrorize the trains. He shot a number of brothers, and that became a cause célèbre. This is the trial of Bernard Goetz.
Ooh, there's a lot of stuff in here. There's so stuff in here. A lot of rare things. This one's an interesting one, and I don't think it's on DVD ever.
Vestron. They put out a lot of good stuff. Vestron. A lot of
Vestron.
Yeah.
Well, Streets of Gold. I mean, it came out during the Rocky phase. It's about 2 boxers training for the Olympics, I believe. But it's the first starring role of Wesley Snipes. This is the movie that put him on the map prior to any of the things he did with Spike or whatever. This is the movie where people saw Wesley and said, like, who is that guy? Like, let's pay attention to this guy. So, I don't know, it may be on YouTube or someplace like that, but it's extremely hard to get. And, you know, I mean, in terms of on availability on DVD or anything like that, it may be, I don't know how much it goes for right now on VHS, I have no idea. But this is a good one.
They used to do this a lot. They used to change titles up.
Mm-hmm. Avoid the copyright.
Yeah, Captive Women 3. And this is what they say, Timothy Brown, Phyllis Davis. Oh, this is available on this right title, but to get it uncut.
Sweet Sugar.
Sweet Sugar, yeah. That's the tough part. Sometimes these early releases you get them full cut.
Yeah, I don't know if there is an uncut Sweet Sugar, but we're still looking. Oh my God, another box.
Oh my goodness.
Well, here, you may as well tell people about this one.
Oh, Zenobia with Oliver Hardy. This here, this is not on DVD.
It's never been on DVD.
This is a classic. We're gonna show a scene from this. There's a scene from this with the little black boy. I can't think of his name right now, but he repeats one of the Abraham Lincoln passage.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's like patriotic movie. That Laurel, is it both Laurel Hardy or just Laurel?
Hardy?
Just Hardy.
But Zenobia.
Yeah, he becomes mayor or governor or something.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Oh, Mike. And this is
There's an SLP version.
That's okay, but
yeah. I mean, the scene is on YouTube, but it's nice to get it clean. Mm-hmm.
Look at this, the Civil War.
Oh, you like those kind of B?
Yeah.
B things. This is an interesting thing. I actually, wow, it's that long ago. I don't know if you can zoom in. This is a screener of Motown Live, which was it ran for about a season, maybe 2 seasons. Syndicated. They played it late at night, but it was sort of like the Motown version of Showtime at the Apollo. So, this is 1 episode, but there must be about 50 episodes of this. Excellent music history, really well produced show, and it's a shame that they're as hard to come by as they are. But it's great that, Charles, you actually have 1 episode of it. We should start a museum.
How about playing the Mighty Corns with a double hitter with the Queen of Cotway?
Okay. That's a good one.
Yes. This is starring Paul Winfield, Alfonso Ribeiro, and Rosalind Cash and Teddy Wilson. It's about inner city kids who learn how to play chess.
Oh, we were just talking about this. I mean, this is a dub. Very hard to come by original copies of Pearly. It was a very early VHS video release of it was sort of like a made-for-cable production with the original Broadway cast: Melba Moore, Sherman Hemsley, and Cleavon Little. So, you know, if you've never seen this, it's a good one. You know, in order to get in here, you need a code. There's no way. Like, we're showing you this stuff because it's just a glimpse of this man's memory and his dedication to collecting things. This is a full set of press photos from.
This is.
And perfect. You collect movie stills as well.
Yeah, it's the whole ball of wax. You know, when I used to do the presentations, we showed the films no one could get, and I collected the memorabilia. What's the memorabilia? Some of the stuff we would get? Photo stills. This is from Claudine. Diane Carroll and James L. Jones. That's the scene of the wedding. On the left is an actress. She went by the name of Tamu. These were the good old days.
A lot of clippings here. I thought I saw more. Oh, here's your favorite guy. That's a rarity.
They had
the infamous star of my favorite movie
as
is
I said, a number of periodicals came out.
Death Drug.
A number of periodicals came out, and so we had our black fan magazines, and they were put in the centerfold. Philip Michael Thomas, and on the reverse, Donna Summer.
All right, here's another one. We got a couple of these. I'll let you. Do you know what magazine this might have been from?
It was like, I don't know if it was Right On or what, but
Right On. Oh my God.
Remember Rick James? And how about the Jackson 5?
Yeah. I wouldn't even know what film this is from.
Got it?
The snipe came off of it.
Woo! Okay, this oh, I forget the name of this. Okay. It's
George Segal.
It's one name.
And Charles McGregor. Born to Win.
Born to Win, yeah. Born to Win. Scene from Born to Win. You may remember recognize his face. Charlie McGregor, Fat Freddy from Superfly. This was about drugs. Born to Win.
Yeah, you have a full kit on that. Let's see.
Woo! Carol Speed and Rockney Tarkington. Black Samson.
Let's see what else is in here.
Here's a classic photo from Black Orpheus.
I guess these must be in alphabetical order, or something roughly. Yeah. So I mean, about how many stills do you think?
Like me.
Oh, you like that one? This one? That's two here. It's the same photo, but
yeah. A lot of people didn't like this film. This was James Whitmore when he played a black man. Black like me.
You see that makeup, you wonder how he got away with that one.
The actor here, many people may remember from Across 110th Street, Richard Ward.
Mm-hmm. This is a full press kit, but I'll just put the stills on.
This was a real popular film when it came out. That's Gloria Hendry doing her martial art. That's Black Belt Jones. This photo here, I had this. I had a special sepia tone poster that they gave out. I lost it. I'm glad I gave one copy to a friend of mine because I lost it. This is Gloria Hendry and Jim Kelly. This shot was fantastic.
Let's see what else we got. Oh, now we got a few that are mixed in. Oh, you got some. Well, there's some clippings here.
Bingo Long.
Bingo Long. Let's see. Now somebody's mad I didn't show Bingo Long. I don't know what that is. That's a rock group.
Yeah.
I just showed up as somebody's rock band. You know, so they put the brother in the back, and I bet any amount of money that the brother played bass. That was always a strictly black guy played bass in the rock band back in the 70s. Is this the arena?
Yeah. The brothers went wild for this one. Pam Grier showed everything in this. The arena.
I gotta get that Blu-ray now. I didn't know she was. Like, that was shot in Italy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Across 110th Street.
Oh, is there better stuff from that one in there? I mean, that's not the key image. What's this? What are these people?
Aaron Loves Angela.
Oh, is that Gordon Jr.?
What's his name? Kevin Hooks.
Kevin Hooks. Is the director in the photo?
No.
Oh, okay.
Here's an off-camera shot promoting the film Aaron Loves Angela. You got Kevin Hooks on the left, in the middle, Moses Gunn, and on the right was number 10, Walt Clyde Frazier.
Now this she came down for. I wish we had these before we did the event.
Oh my God. I recently came to Philly to visit Mike, and we did The World, the Flesh, and the Devil. The working title was called The End of the World, but here's a great shot, pub shot. That's Harry Belafonte and Mel Ferrer. Is Harry Belafonte, he's doing Inga Stevenson's hair. That was very, very controversial. A black man touching a white woman's hair. Harry. The World, the Flesh, and the Devil. Nice, these are nice.
Oh, see, that's a classic.
Not only the photos, but what I used to do is cut the clippings out of the newspaper. This is from Cooley High.
This is the ad?
Yes.
Okay. And it was out on the back, you got Jaws,
Jaws, yeah.
One of the movies that destroyed blaxploitation.
Yes.
The success of Jaws virtually put an end to the need for blaxploitation.
Here's a scene from Cooley High.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Ooh, okay, careful. This is a dupe. Oh, no, that's not
Scene from Cooley High. Now, Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, right here, used to live not too far. His family lived not too far from when I had the shop in Manhattan. And I used to see him all the time. Whenever he'd come in from Hollywood.
I'll do 2 more because we've been going through a lot. I think that's beautiful. Clarence Williams III.
That's from Prince's movie.
Oh, Purple Rain. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I flashed that real fast. I want to get to this one. I'll take that back.
When we talk about blaxploitation and what it could have been, I said the Acme. Spook Who Sat by the Door. Here's some scenes. Promotional photos from the Spook Who Sat by the Door.
I don't know if I've seen those.
Here's the person who wrote the book, Sam Greenlee.
Now, you showed us a magazine earlier. Now, it looks like they got a little more of a budget when they... Well, actually, no, this is kind of interesting. This is a special issue.
Yeah.
That's a special issue of Black
Remember
Variety.
Black Variety, the little magazine I showed you? It was a little thin piece. Well, here's where they had gotten a little bit more money. And look at this production.
The entire book is dedicated to one film.
And this was a special promotional copy they did on Cleopatra Jones. That's the front. Look at the back. A little glimpse on the inside. I gotta put this in plastic, huh, Mike?
That's beautiful. Yeah, good luck finding any more of those.
Oh, buddy. And it's sold for 75 cents.
Why don't you buy like 5 of them so I can have one? That's like the only one you got. A lot of this stuff is one of a kind.
Is that a player?
I don't think you have players in here. You don't mix your porn up. These are all...
I'm still trying to look for my picture with...
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, this is a player's. You want to show some of that?
Oh,
Wait, no, it's not. What is
Game.
it? Game, okay.
Okay, here's a magazine called The Game. It's made for the adult market, but look why I bought it. Besides the fact that, you know,
Made for the adult market.
but look, Black movie interview with Fred Williamson. I gotta be careful
Yeah, you can't show that on
leafing
YouTube.
through the...
And this is just one box. You probably have about 10, 15 boxes of these, right?
That's the start of the interview with Fred Williamson. I think I'm gonna take this home and do some more research.
Interesting. I wouldn't blame you. What are these? Oh, God. These are all Jeep prints. Gotta stop it.
My partner was a photographer.
So you take pictures of stills and then reprint them?
Yeah.
All right, here's another box.
What is
Charles. Oh, more film stills.
this? You're kidding.
Well, it's heavy. It's not as.
I'm
not
trying to
as
find
light.
a picture of me and Heather Hunter.
Oh God. Now, did you know Heather Hunter?
Yeah, she used to come by the store.
Okay, let's see.
When she first came by the store, we didn't know who she was. She said, "Oh, you sell films there, but do you sell some other kind of films?" I
So
said,
she
"What other kind of films you talking about?"
She wasn't shy. There's a lot of Jim Brown stuff in there.
This is Jim Brown. This is a film he did when it was, one of the titles was called The Year of the Cricket. But this film was released as Kenner. Now we used to have, back in the day, we used to go to the theater collection at the library, and we had to get in line early to battle each other for these photos. Here's a better shot.
Well, here's one. No, there's nothing in there. Well, here's one you always talk about.
Whoa! Look at here, look at here. Here's some photos from Lydia Bailey. I talk about this film a lot. It was not a great film. What's unique about it is the presence of William Marshall as King Dick. Now, William Marshall, he didn't like the character's name. He was offended by it. But his presence made this film worthwhile. And someone recently put it on YouTube. I would take advantage and go to YouTube and watch it.
Yeah,
Gell Robertson.
So basically, the story, it's about a slave rebellion.
Yeah.
He goes down to serve papers to a woman. He needs to get her signature, and they're in the midst of a big rebellion among the. Are they enslaved at that point? Or?
Well, you know, forgive me, but Lydia Bailey was based on Toussaint Louverture's revolt against Napoleon's France. And you have here Ken Renard as Toussaint.
No, it was okay. I'm thinking of a different book. So it was a famous book, Lydia Bailey.
Yeah, Lydia Bailey was a popular book.
What was the movie? It was the first book that was written by a black writer that was sold to Hollywood. Where the woman jumps off the cliff.
First, oh shit.
It was a fox. It was a fox picture.
Oh, you talking about Foxes of Harrow?
Fox of Harrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm getting that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's got to step away.
This is golden. This stuff here. What's this? 37. This is 1 Mile from Heaven, a rare photo.
Those are original copies.
These
of the
originals
too. There's not reprints.
You got Freddy Washington and
Bill Bojangles.
Bill Bojangles.
Yeah, it's an interesting story. It's about a guy or a young girl who's passing and
no. This
adopted.
This story is about a black woman who was raising a little white girl, and it's discovered, and then she's trying to fight to keep the girl, but you know they don't want a little white girl to be raised in a black family. Great movie, 1 Mile from Heaven.
Mm-hmm. This one you talk about quite a few times in different pieces. There's lots of that's a nice picture of Bill Robinson. He plays a local police officer. You know.
These are very rare. Now, Freddy Washington was the only black actress to play a mulatto in a mainstream film, and that was Imitation of Life, 1934.
Yeah, so that's good
oh
stuff.
Man, this must have been come out of one of my rare archive folders, man.
I don't know. Well, no, it's all the same folder for 1 Mile.
Is
so
it?
This you talk about in one of your mini lectures. This is a very big scene in the movie.
Oh man, we spoke about this, the Phoenix City story, based on a true story. But this is a scene where they discover the little black girl when she was tossed out of the car. Now, this
that's the son. That's the daughter of the
character who the actor who plays her father is James Edwards. But this film here I talk about where, you know, the father, the black father, they wouldn't allow a black man to take revenge, retribution. And I always like to talk about this film and juxtapose it to A Time to Kill with Samuel Jackson.
I'm trying to find a good one here. This might be a nice shot. Maybe. I mean, these are beautifully photographs. Like this is like the silver gelatin era of photography.
Can you see this, Bill? This is a scene from Pinky. Gene Crane playing a mulatto. And that's Frederick O'Neal. And Frederick O'Neal, he's one of the guys who helped train Sidney Poitier back in the day. But he was an actor. He was featured in Sidney Poitier's first major film, No Way Out. But his scenes were edited. His mother was sick.
Well, these are better shots if you want to share those.
Here's a better shot. You got Gene Crane, Fred O'Neal, and my girl, Ethel Waters.
Well, here's one. I didn't know you had this.
Here's a greater shot.
Oh, you got another one.
Ethel Waters and Fred O'Neal. And this is from Pinky, 1949.
No.
A landmark film.
Now, this is not the best still, but this is a movie we're going to talk about in some depth in the very near future.
We're going to talk about this when I talk about what you can see and what they won't let you see. I kind of broached that subject with the discussion we had on Birth of a Nation. There's certain things, white brutality against blacks, that's 24/7. But black brutality against whites, that's anathema to mainstream cinema. This is a scene from a film called A Place Called Today. We're going to discuss that soon.
Talk about this gentleman.
Oh man, I can't think of his name. What's
It was the black Sidney Poitier is what you call him.
Yeah, no, not him.
Oh, that's not him.
No.
That's
No,
Sapphire though, right?
Yeah, this is Sapphire.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, then you can skip it.
Yeah. It's a beautiful shot though. This is a shot from a film called Sapphire, made in Britain.
This is a movie we showed we've shown this twice.
Yeah, you talk about
at Reelblack. I'm just trying to find a good still from it. And it's done really well. You'll never find it anywhere. Just trying to see if they have a Curtis Mayfield or Jackson 5 photo here.
yeah, because of the music.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't have that soundtrack there. I mean, it's
Save the Children?
I'm sure you have it. I
it
just
at the
didn't see
house.
it back there. This is Ramsey Lewis. But Save the Children. Oh, you have them labeled back here too. So you have Ramsey Lewis, Roberta Flack. These Roberta Flack. Save the Children was or is sort of it's not a lost film per se. Parts of it can be found on some of the Motown compilations that came out from Reelin' in the Years a few years ago, like on the Marvin Gaye, and I think there's another clip that's easily found that's been restored. But you had Wattstax,
Yeah.
was the movie most people know, and then Soul to Soul was another all-star concert film done in the early 70s with all black musicians. Save the Children is the lost one.
I'll give you a little anecdote about Save the Children.
Okay.
Save the Children came out. I was so touched by the performance of Marvin Gaye. It brought tears to my eyes, the song he sang.
What's happening, brother?
And no, it was a
What's going on? What's going on in
no, it was a slower song. It was about Save the Children.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? And I said, if for no other reason, go see this just to hear Marvin Gaye do this song.
Yeah, and you have the original press kit here too, also. So.
Original press kit, but they quoted me, and I had my name in all the newspapers helping to promote the film.
Right. So So Save the Children was basically a concert film shot at the 1972 Operation Push Convention, Black Expo in Chicago, and it was just a concert that was being performed in Chicago, and all of the performers agreed to perform and have the proceeds go to Operation Push. So my understanding is the reason why you can't get this whole film in one lump is that there are no contracts. They basically rushed release the album on Motown Records, released the film, but because everybody sort of did it on the strength, there's no written contracts that would allow this movie to be officially released commercially. So, like I said, there are on the Marvin Gaye DVD from Reelin' in the Years, Universal. There's a scene from it, and occasionally you'll see different things, but it's a great film. You know, when we showed it, we had people singing. Oh, I know you want to talk about that one. I had people singing along and dancing and clapping. So hopefully it'll come out eventually. But.
Woo! You'll hear me talk about this film a lot. Tamango. That's Dorothy Dandridge. As I said in one of the clips we did, they wanted to say that this film was suppressed because of the miscegenation issue, the interracial relationship between Dorothy Dandridge's character and Kurt Jenkins's character. But I feel one of the controversial issues surrounding this film was the rebellion of black men who refused to be slaves. Tamango. And this is the gentleman who played Tamango. Handsome man.
Yeah, his only role.
Yeah.
I can talk about that. You know, like, I don't know anybody ever worked in a video store. This is an ad slick for the Xenon video release of 3 the Hard Way, which actually got pulled.
Yes.
You know, they weren't supposed to release this, but they sold a lot of them before they got caught. And so what would happen is maybe a month or two before the VHS would come out, they'd send you a bundle of advertisements like this that you could put in a book or flip through, and you put your orders together. So, you know, that's a pretty cool
But
idea.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
The print that was released was cut.
Mm-hmm.
The girls, if you remember the film, the girls who were trying to get information from one of the bad guys, they stripped down and they exposed their breasts. That scene was cut.
I know you want to talk. Well, let me see. You want this one or To Sir with Love?
Give me To Sir with Love.
All right.
As I said, one of my favorite films. To Sir with Love, 1967. This gentleman here is very significant. I'm working on, along with Mike, we're putting a documentary together which is going to show people the technology of mainstream cinema. And one of the things we want to point out is how film has the power to make you love or hate. And Sidney's films, he was so loved. I think that was scary for the people, the powers behind motion pictures. This man was the #1 box office star for 1967, a black man.
So were athletes becoming actors?
Yeah, that was a folder I had.
No.
One of the things that happened during blaxploitation is, to the chagrin of a lot of the trained actors, was that because blaxploitation represented action, black exploitation, black action, a number of the stars were former athletes or retired athletes, making movies. Here's one, Rafer Johnson. He was the decathlon champ in the Olympics. I have a letter I received from him years and years ago. But he was one of the early athletes to become an actor. You could see him briefly in Sins of Rachel Cade, and also he was featured in
Fiercest Heart.
The Fiercest Heart, yeah.
So he didn't have a huge. Now this is an interesting.
At one time, he wanted to play Tarzan.
Oh, this is actually signed. You might want to talk about that.
How many people remember this gentleman?
Well, we just talked about Blood Couple.
Blood Couple. Dwayne Jones. I think, Bill, you know this brother, right? Yeah, this is a signed copy from Brother Dwayne. He was a handsome man. He worked with Bill Gunn. He's the guy who helped change blacks in horror films, because Night of the Living Dead, he was the man.
Now here's another guy. We just talked about the movie Big Time.
Yeah.
And he's also Super Spook, is that correct?
Yeah. Here's a scene from a film, Cool Breeze. That's Thalmus Rasalala and Chris Joy. Now, Chris Joy, Mike mentioned him when he talked about Smokey Robinson's Big Time, the film, which has never been really officially released. Chris Joy was part producer on that, and Chris Joy was also married to, I think, Niecy, the singer.
Well, Denise Williams, I think I did read that, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, fat, but I'm trying to find some women. You mostly men.
Well, we got Thalmus Rasalala. When he first started out, he went under the name Jack Crowder, and he was one of the first black actors to appear in small roles on television.
Here's a great photo. Somebody were trying to get on the show, and Mr. Beyonce's mother's new husband.
Beyonce's mother's new husband?
Richard Lawson.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that man. Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. But this is a scene from Zombies of Sugar Hill. You got Richard Lawson, Marky Bay, and Don Pedro Cooley. Don Pedro Cooley was also someone who was in The Legend of Nigger Charlie.
I'm trying to see if any of these are signed. They're just kind of blown out.
Get that archetype out of here.
Oh,
I was about to say. This is a gentleman who recently passed, Don Marshall. At one time, he was. It was discussed that he may marry Diane Carroll. He was dating her at one time. He used to do a TV show called Land of the Giants. A handsome man. We just lost him. This is a publicity shot from Uptown Saturday Night. Don Marshall. It's another shot.
not with D'Urville. What, D'Urville without his mustache? Well, I've never seen that. D'Urville Martin, everybody, who's in our Dolomite episode coming up.
This gentleman here with Pam Grier is someone I want to speak to because he's one of the pioneers. He's Bob Miner. He stunted for William Marshall, Fred Williamson. He's done a lot of work. He got a big job as the main stunt choreographer for Glory, Bob Miner.
I'm just wondering where your women are.
Met him. He's a martial artist too.
Yeah.
That's a classic movie that we're waiting for a good print on.
Yeah.
Not a classic movie, but a rare. Classic's overused, but that's. I guess that's a Philip Michael Thomas folder.
Yeah.
Got it.
Here's a scene from a film called Book of Numbers. It was produced by Raymond St. John. You got Philip Michael Thomas. This may be Hope Clark, I'm not sure. I ran into Hope Clark maybe eight, 9 years ago when she was, she used to do a lot of choreography for theater. Philip Michael Thomas was a heartthrob. Many people remember him from Sparkle.
Oh, Miami Vice.
And Miami Vice. I was thinking in terms of movies.
Oh, in terms
for TV.
Of movies. No, he's one.
Yeah, Miami Vice.
And Death Drug, my favorite. So it's a lot of. Is it awesome?
This looks like a scene from Death Drug.
Oh really? No. Stigma.
Stigma. That's
yeah. The mustache.
Stigma. Yeah.
Stigma.
Sometimes I get those two because they were
Okay.
two terrible films. But he was a handsome man.
Yeah.
Made a lot of babies too. But here he is with Raymond St. John. He was also featured in Mr. Rico.
Oh yeah.
That was the last film. What's his name directed?
Well, it's Dean Martin, last theatrical that Dean Martin starred in.
Yeah.
Interesting film.
Yeah.
I don't know, Warner Archive. Was it Mr. Rico? He's a San Francisco cop who is hunting down a killer. It's like a black nationalist killer.
He's a lawyer.
Who's on the loose. He's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Was
that thing fall out again?
No, we're good. And was it Rosalind Cash is in it, and Philip Michael Thomas plays the most revolutionary of all the.
Was it? No, it wasn't Rosalind Cash. Denise Nicholas.
Denise Nicholas.
This is Mr. Rico, right?
Mr. Rico.
Yeah,
Okay.
Denise Nicholas.
Well, then we watched two at the same time. From
Denise Nicholas played his sister.
Oh, I'm thinking Hickey and Boggs. That's what it is.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, it's an interesting film. One you wouldn't expect to have. I guess at that time, they're starting to weave more black exploitation into regular mainstream movies, and Mr. Rico was one of those. And you know,
What happened is you had black exploitation, and then slowly you had what I call the dilution, solution, pollution, where there was an attempt from going black to crossover, and then eventually we'd be crossed out.
These are clipping. Well, I mean, you know, that's you know, as they said, the tip of the iceberg. I mean, you can pan over. These are all the VHS. Got to figure out how to get it into the car now, and then you still got a ton of books and vinyl records and stills. These aren't even all the stills. You got most of them at home, right? So
I think I got some more here.
Okay. So
I'm trying to find my Heather Hunter. Me and Heather Hunter, I gotta find it before someone else finds it.
Well, what were you doing in the picture there, Wood?
We were kind of up close and personal.
In the store, you were doing it? Did they film one of your movies in the store? Is there a Heather Hunter movie out there with featuring Charles Woods?
You know what's in those?
I think these are the women.
Oh, okay. I see Keith David in there.
Well, I wouldn't say he was a woman.
Oh,
Superstars '82. A couple of books. Let's see.
Oh, look at this, Bearing the Cross.
Okay, it's a famous book. That's the limit I'm thinking of. What's Distance?
Distance. This Distance, I have an ad. This is a film I saw. Maybe it was about 3 people in the audience. And the star of this film is Paul Benjamin. He's a serviceman, and he's married to, I believe it's a German girl. And the story was about the problems these servicemen were having with their married lives. And the other actor in there was, what's his name? James Woods. Yeah, James Woods. So I'm looking for this film.
Yeah, I was hoping if you had that, you'd have something on The Limit. Although you had a Yaphet Kotto folder, I don't know if it would be in there.
Oh, The Limit. You mean the movie?
Yeah, the movie. Did you ever see it?
No.
Yaphet directed a movie back in the 70s called The Limit. And no one's really seen it. Here's another film that's very hard to come by.
Oh, Congi's. This is Congi's Harvest?
No, Cassini.
Cassini, yeah. Countdown at Cassini. Very, a film that was financed by a sorority, and it didn't do well at all. It was a big bust. Ozzie Davis directed. Is that his legit signature?
Yes. Yeah, I've many Spike signatures. So, all right. Well, I'll say. Oh, this is very interesting. All right. So we're gonna discuss this movie in full. I gotta take my glasses off because I can't see anymore. But Do the Right Thing. These look like a full set of 40 Acres and a Mule limited edition postcards that were released before the movie opened. I guess you could only get these in New York. I've never seen this before. But were you at a premiere or something? Because these are all signed.
I win a lot of those things. Yeah.
These are all photographs from.
They all look so close alike.
Well,
Signature.
Yeah. Well, these are all Spike signed all your photos. So these are photographs by David Lee, that Spike's brother, who's like the set photographer on all of his films, and Spike actually signed all the postcards. So I don't know how. This is very rare to have the full set. I would imagine. Well, you have doubles on some of these, but it's 4 different images. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's 3 different images, 2 sets. So
One is yours.
this is how I end up not paying for things. Well, we'll see how that goes. All right. Really? I'll
put what's in this book.
All right. Okay. See what happens when you help people dig through their stuff. You get cool Spike Lee swag. Thank you so much. I'm very appreciative. From Philly.
Yeah, Diane Carroll.
Oh, that's Loa, isn't it?
Huh?
Isn't that Loa?
That's Diane Carroll.
Really? Okay. Oh, okay. These are all Diane?
Yeah.
Okay.
Diane Carroll.
Okay. All right. We'll put this one up
She
as the...
still is gorgeous.
We'll put
Even
that
though
up.
she say the legs are the first to go. It's the title of her book.
This is a porn actress, right?
This is
Or is that band?
Apollonia.
Apollonia?
Apollonia.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay. Well, I've never seen that one of Grace Jones.
yeah.
This is your cheesecake folder. Is that Don?
Don. Remember we mentioned Don Marshall? Well, there's a pub shot from Land of the Giants.
This is Jackson, Latoya.
Yeah, Latoya.
These are all dupes. So this is the kind of stuff you'd get on the Deuce. Pretty cheap. Is that Ronnie?
Yeah.
That's classic. Education. Well, this is the key image.
This is Ronnie Clanton, a scene from The Education of Sonny Carson.
And you actually have
Ronnie,
okay.
he was featured in Malcolm X, wasn't he?
Yes.
Right? And
Putney Swope, my favorite.
yeah, we used to run into Ronnie a lot, but Ronnie was.
No, she's got to have it. That was the scene, wasn't it?
But
You were saying?
he did a film called The Cool World.
What we're talking about. So this is a clipping from the Daily News, July 1974. You have the ad for Education of Color, Sonny Carson, and on the back you can see there Free the Hardaway was also playing. So that's pretty cool. And bits of history. You must have liked this film. You have a lot of different ads and reviews for it here. And you had your own stamp. I didn't know that. Charles Lewis collection.
Because I wanted to make sure I got my shit back when this guy was taking him a copy.
Oh. Yeah, your collection goes way back. So let's see. You got a Mac press kit. Oh, this looks like a oh, this is an official original Mac press kit. Well, it's partial. You got one.
That's because maybe the pictures I broke up.
One photo, production notes.
Look at the Maury press kit.
Oh, you want to show that? I'll dig through some. We were just talking about this before we're
hunting this one down.
Big Mo on Vestron Video.
Maury, one of the titles when it did come out on I had a beta print, and it was called Big Mo also. And this was based on a true story, the Maurice Stokes story. And Bernie Casey. Bernie Casey, we mentioned briefly how a number of the actors who were in these blaxploitation films were former athletes. Bernie Casey was one, but he was also recognized as one of the better actors, athletes turned actors.
He's a very good actor. We just showed a movie with him in it, Brothers.
Yes.
That's not very emblematic. I want to get to the women, but I just have to reorient what we had already. So I'm trying to find the folder from Mac. Maybe it didn't have a folder. Maybe it was just here. All right, so sexy women. That's what we came to this folder for. Alright, so from the front you got all the women actresses. Well, here's the grand dame of all black movie stars. Female movie stars.
Nina Mae McKinney. She made history in 1929 when she was featured in Hallelujah. This is from a little short called The Black Network.
You got Abby. What's this?
This is a popular pose of Nina Mae from Hallelujah.
Okay, well, I think we can get away showing this one.
This was a publicity pose Barbara McNair did. It came after she was promoting the film If He Hollers. And she appeared nude. They had a spread in Playboy magazine. But Barbara McNair, who was a singer turned actress, so If He Hollers.
Yeah, she plays a singer. And is it based on a book or just taken
the title is a Chester Himes title, but the movie had nothing to do with what the book was about.
So Raymond St. Jacques is on the run from the police, and it flashes back and deals with a lot of racial oppression. It's kind of an interesting film to look at. I like
the film, but I'm going to speak about the technology in that film.
Oh, okay. You probably have some science stuff in here, right?
I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, she was around.
Science stuff I put separate.
You put separate? Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Do you like that one?
Cabin.
Interesting one. Use that one.
Here's a famous scene featuring Butterfly McQueen, who played Prissy. This is 1939, a famous film, Gone with the Wind. She had the popular line, "I don't know nothing about birthing no babies, Miss Scarlett."
And she worked well into her 80s, right?
She was someone, she lived in Harlem. She was very responsive to the people she taught. Would tell you about what it was like. She hated working with Ethel Waters, whom she worked with in Cabin in the Sky. She also worked with Ethel Waters when they did the TV show Beulah. But she has some very nasty things about Ethel Waters. But she wasn't the only one, because Ethel Waters was not very well liked.
Here's publicity still from a later TV show. I think she's in her 70s or 80s there.
Yeah, well, this is from TV. The 7 Wishes of, let me get the title. This has been so long. Joanna Peabody, yeah. TV special featuring Butterfly McQueen.
Yeah. So.
Ooh, what year was this?
That doesn't say, but I'm guessing late 70s, early 80s, something from the hairstyle. Probably in like early 80s. Or 78.
1978.
August 1978. So, well, this was out of place, but you know, that's somebody you care about.
This is Abby Lincoln. I had a crush on Abby. I met Abby. We spoke. Abby was she was a troubled spirit, but she was a beautiful soul. This is a scene, a publicity shot. Now, she appeared on Mission Impossible. She got involved with what's his name's character? Barney. Who played Barney? What's his name played Barney?
Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Greg Morris.
Greg Morris. She got involved with Greg Morris's character. I tell you, I'm getting old, brother. But one of the things that was very rare, and it started to happen little by little, we started to have black romance on TV, but it took a long time to come. And you know, she helped bring black romance to the screen with For Love of Ivy and Nothing But a Man.
In the natural hair as opposed to the,
yes,
as opposed to the wig.
And this is Abby Lincoln promoting For Love of Ivy and her natural do.
So that's somebody we all like going there. Okay. I don't know how you feel about wow, you got a lot of them. Well, she's a superstar without question. I mean, as an actress, I mean, how, like, if
you can see the thickness on this. This is Diana Ross, the boss. Lady Sings the Blues. I got a lot of stuff on her, a lot of notes. But here's a scene from Mahogany.
So many women here. I know this woman broke a lot of barriers.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, okay. Yeah, I was trying to see, you know, Denise Nicholas, beautiful woman, and she was featured on the TV show Room 222.
Bill Wood. Right?
What was the guy who played?
Bill Wood.
Huh?
When she married to Bill Wood?
Well, she was married to Bill Wood.
Yo, we don't even want to go into the Bill Withers thing.
No, but here she is in Let's Do It Again. She was in.
Yeah.
She's the wife of.
Yeah, she
Bill Cosby, I believe.
a character look. She appeared.
They have to pretend to be different people in order to get.
Be some tough people, some like the mob gal.
This movie I don't know.
This is what, Mr. Budwing?
Oh, okay. Yeah, with James Garner.
Yeah, Mr. Budwing.
Okay.
James Garner, but
This even better picture.
Nichelle Nicholas.
Use that one.
But oh my goodness. This here. This is signed, you know.
Oh, she signed the back? That's her signature?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a signed copy Nichelle Nichols. Oh my goodness. I hope she's doing well, but she made history. The story goes, Martin Luther King said, "Don't you quit playing Uhura on Star Trek because your presence means a lot." But she had some little, what we call cheesecake photos that were very popular.
So she refused to sign the front for you. I know that trick.
Here's a film called Sanctuary, and it featured Odetta.
Great, deep voice, great folk singer.
Yes.
60s.
Yeah.
Bill, I know you know who this is.
Oh, there she is. Judy Pace. Oh,
Here she is.
chocolate.
Hot chocolate, Judy Pace. Here's a publicity pose from Cotton Comes to Harlem. Now here she is with her hair in a more Eurocentric style. Here's where she's in Cool Breeze, and she's got the Afro wig.
Yeah.
Beautiful woman. People used to ask, you know, about the role of black women in film. Well, one of the first black women to appear in a James Bond film was Trina Parks. And here's a scene. Which one was this?
Living Like Die.
No, not Living
One
Like
for a
Die.
Diamond. No.
Diamonds Are Forever. Trina Park. Now she was in another film. I don't even think they had an official release on DVD. Darktown Strutters.
Okay. That's a piece of history.
Yeah, this is a piece of history. Years ago, who was it? It's Raining Men. Who sang that song?
2 Tons of Fun.
2 Tons of Fun. Well, these girls used to be called 3 Tons of Fun. These are the Peters sisters.
They're in a movie with
Eddie Cantor.
Eddie Cantor.
Eddie Cantor. Great scene. You could Google the Peters sisters and Eddie Cantor. What's the title? They do a great number, and what's the name is also in the film. A great dancer. The memory's going right now. Tracy Reed. Danielle Luna. There's a film she did with Groucho Marx. This is hard to get, this film. I forget the title.
Skidoo.
Skidoo.
It's on DVD.
Yeah. This is Ethel Moses. This is a seductive pose that Oscar Micheaux had her do just so he could take this out on the road to help promote a film that he was going to feature her in. And this is a famous pose. I got this copy from Oscar Micheaux's, one of his leading actors, Lorenzo Tucker, who was known as the Colored Valentino. Ethel Moses.
I met him. He did the autopsy on Malcolm X. He worked in the medical examiner's office. Yeah.
How'd you know that?
I met him.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
when he asked me, my name was Tucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baden. He worked for Baden.
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
And he became a photographer also.
Yeah, and that's why
Yes.
we were doing photography.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find one.
Here is Jane Kennedy. Now Jane Kennedy ventured to films, but she made TV history, huh, Mike?
First black female sportscaster on network television.
Now here's something unique about Jane Kennedy. She didn't take her husband's name. Her husband took her name. Leon Isaac became Leon Isaac Kennedy. But she was a stunner.
It's like she made a lot of Tonight Show appearances, and she was amazing on the Tonight Show. Like she just do whole musical numbers and all kinds
Paula Kelly in a scene from Three Tough Guys. Now here's a little anecdotal history about Miss Paula Kelly. She was the first woman, black or white, to have her Well, her pubic hairs published in Playboy magazine. Can we say that?
You just did. Yeah, and she's still with us, and she's still beautiful. So,
Miss Paula Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
That's around too.
Sweet Charity.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. From Jet.
She was sometimes. Oh, that's a classic. Debbie Allen, her first TV appearance on Good Times, where she plays the strung-out fiance of JJ. You remember that episode?
No.
They go off on the honeymoon, and she needs her fix. And then she leaves JJ in the hotel. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm giving away too much. Google, it's on YouTube. Look at Debbie Allen, her very first TV appearance, and then they would later appear in a TV movie called The Greatest Thing That Almost Happened together, which we're going to show in 2017.
What was he suffering from in there?
He had sickle cell. You know, that was a normal thing. A lot of TV episodes in the 70s, black people had sickle cell. That was a big thing. So he's a basketball player who suffers from sickle cell, and she plays the girlfriend. So Debbie Allen. So lots of women.
Did you know I had these, Mike?
No, we were packing. It was so late.
Oh.
I mean, I knew you had stuff. I didn't know you had all that stuff. I mean, you know, this is. I'm glad it's still in good shape because, you know, it's,
A lot of money there, brother.
oh, without question.
Yeah.
Here we go. I know this will be something that the younger viewers maybe. Oh, these are repros, but classic. I still don't have this movie. I gotta get it.
You can show that?
Yeah, you can show that. Oh, well, look who's playing as soon as we pull this out.
Her father?
It's Lenny Kravitz.
The husband, I mean.
Yeah, it's funny.
Can you believe it? Can you hear that what's playing? And we just pulled this out? What do you call it, timing?
This Lenny Kravitz that don't want us looking at his wife. He's like, hey, I'm around. I'm paying attention.
Lisa Bonet. People used to make fun of her last name like it was appropriate, but she came from the Cosby Show. Then she did this film, which upset a lot of brothers. Angel Heart.
Well, upset Mr. Cosby. I think I was happy when Angel Heart came out.
Angel Heart. And here's something popular poet.
That was funny with the music.
Yeah, isn't so? Here's a great shot. Zombies of Sugar Hill, Zara Cully, and Don Pedro Coley. Now Zara Cully, you may remember, she played the mother on what show? TV
The
show.
Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons.
Yeah, she died before the show finished. The show was on forever, but no Rosalind Cash. Oh well, I guess that's it. So, you know, it's just a ton of stuff. Oh my God, and you know, okay, well, time well spent. Thank you for giving us a tour of Charles Wood's storage unit, and we'll figure out how, and I appreciate the gifts, and we'll figure out how to get all this stuff into the back to Philly so we can transfer it.
Who's always giving me stuff if it ain't you? The reason why Donald Trump is where he's at, if we relate it to film, I think there's some films people need to see that point to the danger of why Donald Trump is so important with his cult of personality.
What makes me mad is all the gangbangers, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the gangbangers that are supposed to be banging and shit. Okay, the cops are killing us. Why aren't you shooting at them for us? What happened, gangbangers? All of a sudden they at home and shit. Motherfuckers are at home. We're all these tough gangbangers. We need you. Hello? Hey, man, the Italians got mafia. Like the Italians, you know what I love about the mafia, the Italians? They protect their neighborhoods. They protect their neighborhoods. They protect their people. We're the only motherfuckers that have no mafia. Black people don't got a mafia. We can't even organize crime.